Hello everyone, Overlord21 here, and I have a STEM video for you today. This is a new version that they actually released recently, like literally a few days ago. I figured I'd show it off, since I am the guy who hosts the tournaments for this stuff. There's definitely things I like about it, but there's also things I'm not the biggest fan of. You could probably imagine which things I'm not super impressed with. Yeah, as you can see here, SMG, very brutal, as long as terrain isn't being too annoying. Then we'll do this again, and we could do it again. Hit him with the funny beam, and then plasma grenade. This is with enhanced HP, by the way, where they have like 1,000 baseline. Because if this was the old version they had a few days ago, my man would just be dead. Like, he would be dead right now. He wouldn't be alive. Oh, nice. Then we could just hit him with a funny, and he's dead. Goodbye, pretty. I mean, it could have been faster, but I think it's okay for that. Also, show off some Megalodon gameplay, because I like Megalodon. Megalodon's a character that I think they did a good job with. I think SMG's too broken, though. His damage output is so high for him not having to do a whole lot. He can basically just win the game without even having to interact with you if he doesn't want to. He just spams his beams and he's fine. Of course, shock anchors are ridiculous, because those are hard to dodge. G-Crusher's also pretty nuts, but G-Crusher at least is somewhat plausible for dodging. Oh! I destroy him. Ooh, good damage. He got toast up, that's funny. See if we can grab him. Stuck him to the ground. Do that. Oh, darn it. The building was in the way. I'm telling you, the AI is really good at blocking the napalm. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Quite funny that I can just mess around with that stuff. Annoying that he keeps blocking it, though. Like, I've done several hundred damage combos to him, and he's just tanking it very well. This is the previous version, he'd be dead right now. Ah, darn it, I was trying to do the napalm, but I messed it up. Oh yeah. I should definitely start using that in the combos more. Up punch could be good for that if your opponent is pretty close. And he's done. Funny napalm shenanigans. I like the DI. DI is such a wonderful mechanic because it means that things that would combo normally either don't start is like it prevents combos from being too samey, is what I'm trying to say. Because while the AI doesn't know how to use it, players can use it, and they can use it very effectively. Let's see, I'll play some Orga, because I like Orga. I like him in this game. Though I also like him in STE. It's just more of the STE version is more insane and has really funny stuff, but this dude is goofier in general and more consistent. Except for the combos, though. They messed around with his beam, and it made his combo game a lot more finicky. Because while he is perfectly capable of comboing, it's a bit more jank. Alright. Had Megalodon in the brain. Oh. Of course. Nope. Let me hit you with that. I was trying to hit with the up punch. Do the grab. Yep, my grab's faster than yours. That's not gonna work there, guy again. Grab. Then we'll yeet you. Yeah, Geigen totally could have DI'd there. It would have helped him out, but he doesn't know how to do that. Yeah, it's definitely a fun experience. But if I'm being honest, Space Godzilla and Super Mechagodzilla frustrate me, because I feel like everyone else is varying degrees of good, and at least acceptable, but those two I find ridiculous. Like, basically, the most broken characters in the game. They're both disgusting. They just dominate neutral in a way that no other character in the game can do. Not a whole lot you can do against their madness. I mean, Megalon can do it because Megalon can burrow underground. Some characters like Megagearus can dodge through it. But I think the problem is they, one, value the dodges 1,000 times more than normal. Two, they underestimate how good the ranged firepower is in this game just simply because monsters are kind of slow. They are very slow in this game. So it perhaps makes sense. Yeah. Space Godzilla is definitely slower than he used to be, but he compensates by having a lot. Compensates by having great range tools that combo into each other. I mean, look at this. That would be fair if the AI actually pecked half of those, they wouldn't be having this issue. Also, this guy's kicks are a literal crime against humanity. I hate his kicks so much. Because they're fast. Basically, if they get the second hit off, you are guaranteed to get hit by the third hit of that string. It is guaranteed. Because it's faster than blocks too. That seems, well, not blocks, but it's faster than several characters' jabs, which is my problem with it. It's so freaking fast for no reason. Yes, these characters are just nuts. Let's end it off with Godzilla. Godzilla's the quote-unquote standard character. I don't think he's very good. Him and Jaguar are probably the two bottom characters of this game. They're just... I think it's more that they don't really have the insane stuff a lot of the other characters do. Also, it feels like they somehow made Godzilla's combo game worse than it was before. It just feels a lot sloppier. Probably because his kicks are like literal molasses, that's probably why. Turns out, not having good kicks is a bit of a problem. Which everyone, including Jaguar, has that advantage over him. Okay. Yeah. Plus his combos are very finicky too, while not doing as much damage as something like what Orga's capable of. Because Orga's just ridiculous there. Ah. Very much. Ooh, that's good though. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not really a fan. Yeah. Just happy to be able to play around with STEM though. I do quite enjoy STEM because I do find it a better gameplay experience than the original game is. I think that's more because the problems the original game have is more revolved around the type system rather than the gameplay being a massive issue. Gameplay and I mean character balance wasn't great there either. But I'm willing to forgive it just simply because it's an old game where balance wasn't really super in mind at that time because competitive fighting game stuff didn't, at least for Godzilla, didn't exist at that time, and quite frankly, still really doesn't right now. Yeah. Like, honestly, if there was a version of STE that got rid of the type system, the resistances, while still keeping the base game, like, completely untouched, I could imagine that game would actually be a good fighting game, but that version doesn't exist, I'm afraid. The Save the Earth Plus, the problem that game has is it changes up too much, and it just basically becomes a weird hybrid of Destroy All Monsters and STE, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I'd rather keep those two games separate, because they both have their own identities on that front. Anyway, that'll be it for this video for now. You all have a wonderful day. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you around the next video. You take care now. Peace.